Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. I'm a little bit sick today, so we're not going to be going as long as usual, but let's get started. Hey, Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 as the Cree. Now, like I was just saying, I'm a little bit sick, so my memory's a little bit... I don't really remember what happened. I think we won a war, and we captured a settler, and we were settling cities. We also hit a golden age, critically. That's going to give us the ability to buy builders and settlers with faith. So that's interesting. That's a possibility for us to play around with. You know, we could purchase settlers. Now, I was actually thinking about this before I started this video. So there's a real question here, okay? Because we have plenty of cities left that we can settle. I don't want to delete that pin. We have plenty of cities that we could settle in here. So we have probably on the order of like maybe 3 cities over here and then another 4 cities over here. So there's a real question here. That's like, we need like 7 to 8 settlers, right? Now, what we could do is we could faith purchase 1 or 2 of those settlers. And that means we've got 6 settlers left to build. Or we could faith purchase builders and traders and then hard build the settlers. And I'm kind of leaning on the hard building settlers thing because the policy card for building settlers is plus 50%, whereas the policy card for building builders is only 30%. So I think it's actually more efficient to make builders, increase my production and population, and then hard build settlers than it is to purchase settlers and hard build builders. So I think that works better if I buy builders. Now I do have a settler here, and I was kind of debating about where to settle this one. There's some pretty good spots. But I think this one was going down to the elephants. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look around for places that need a builder. So for example, I think I'm going to pick up sailing here so that my builders can jump into the water and improve the fish. But this city could definitely use a builder. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to faith purchase a builder. And I do have 4 build charges. Now, I would love to have Liang already slotted into a city. I would love to have Liang slotted into a city because that could mean I could get 5 build charge builders right now. I'm not close enough to feudalism to really wait it out. Should I wait for this card? Oh, no, I don't know if I should wait or not. It feels like it wouldn't be bad. Like, how long would I have to wait? I would have to wait 15 turns, 17 turns. That's like most of this era. That's a hard choice. Do I wait for the extra 2 builder charges? I think I'll buy a couple of builders to get some of these cities on the go. Now, you're already building a builder. You don't need a builder. You could use a builder. And this city could use a builder. So I think I'm going to get 2 more builders. And then I'm going to wait until I have the... feudalism policy to get extra build charges, and so I will faith purchase a settler here in one of my cities. So where do I want to settle? Well, which city is having growth issues right now? This city's just about to hit its growth cap, so I may as well faith purchase a settler in here next turn. Yeah, I do apologize if I'm a little bit sniffly, I'm a little bit sick. I got a little bit of a cold, plus it's all coming up into the Irish summer, which means lots of pollen, which, you know, hay fever. I was cursed to live in a country with an outrageous number of trees, and then I was cursed with hay fever, which is, generally speaking, surprisingly, actually allergy to hay. Or not hay, sorry, tree pollen, usually. So we're going to go for apprenticeship here, because I would like to get my industrial zone down over here in whatever this city is, however that's pronounced. Unit needs orders over here. Let's go ahead and scout around here. Come down this way. Okay, there's the Temple of Artemis. Interesting. So I do want to get this crabs online. I also want to get this rice. I do think I want to keep the rice. That'll help the city grow. So I want to lock that tile in because it's pretty nice. Excuse me. Well, there is actually a scout over here, right? Isn't there? Or did we kill that? I don't remember. I think we might have killed it. So let's have a look around at the tiles that we need to improve here. So I think it would be a good idea to move Magnus over to here. certainly it wouldn't be a bad idea. Ooh, I could put a meatwrap here, although maybe it would be better to put a meatwrap here. Certainly, I think a meatwrap here. And then that kind of tells me I need a meatwrap here. And then certainly I could do meatwraps here. And here. And that's kind of using up efficient room for all these meatwraps. But yeah, I want to get Magnus over here before I start, like, you know, playing around with some of these things. So let's go improve that wheat. That'll give me a really strong growth tile. That'll help get this city up and running. And then we'll improve the pasture as well. And that'll give us +1 housing. And once the granary is finished, that growth will be very relevant. So, then I need to... There's another builder over here that I need to make some decisions with. Now, I want to keep these. So actually, can I could build a Colosseum here. Ah, there's a barb camp over there. That's annoying. But yeah, I could build a Colosseum here. If I were to build... Say the Colosseum... I'd have to give up a decent meatwrap here. I'd have to move that meatwrap to here. But I could go like... Yeah, I could do like... I could harvest some of these resources. Which ones would I harvest is the question. There's also the question of using these shops down here on the coast, and I think I will use those. So let me go ahead and faith purchase a builder and head them down here to get these chops going for... I may as well use up my chops. That's a good point. So am I gonna... I think I'm gonna keep Magnus over here. So what am I gonna chop? I'm definitely gonna chop all the forests into the thing. So what I'm gonna do for now is just improve some of the guaranteed, like, good tiles, like the pasture. And then maybe I'll do the rice as well, because I want to keep the rice, because that's a really good growth tile for this city. You know, a lot of people have been talking about how Magnus has been nerfed, and it is true that he has been nerfed, but I really don't think it's that big of a nerf. So we're going to put in the 100% production towards walls here, so that we can do stuff like wall chopping. I don't know if we'll do wall chopping right now. Oh, where were you supposed to go? Over here to the rice. And kill that scout, and then we'll work on this barb camp. So we're building a couple of encampments purely for defensive reasons in case Korea decides to attack me, which is, you know, a distinct possibility. We're also getting feudalism. We have a governor title. I think I would like to get Liang, and that would give me an opportunity to have a city that I could faith purchase lots of builders out of. And this is sort of a centralized city, so I'm going to put her down here. And I'll be able to faith purchase, because then my builders have minimal travel time to get to most of my cities in my empire. You know? So this seems like a good place to put Liang, and I'll be able to faith purchase 6 build charge builders in here. Right, it's 6. I have... No, it'll be 7 build charge builders. Very nice, because I have the pyramids. So you come down here to settle on the elephants. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so we need to go deal with this. Another barb cop spawned up here. Now you're scouting up in the northern side of the map, okay? So you're going to come back down this way and scout on towards the more inner side. So we are growing to the crabs, okay? So that will give us another housing in here. It'll give us a strong growth tile as well. So we've got 2 really strong growth tiles in here. That's going to keep this city nice and highly populated, which is really good. Alrighty. So let's get you guys moving up here to start helping out with this city. City's in a bit of trouble. As for you... Yeah, shoot this guy, please. There we go. There's the shot. I want you to move there towards this and then take the shot. You're going to improve this. We'll put a farm on it. That's a 5 out. That's really, really powerful. It's going to give you some strong growth. I'm actually going to unlock this tile because it's probably better in the future. Gonna do a bit of scouting over this way, and I'd like you to check up this way. So there is another mountain range over here. Interesting. Now, I definitely want to purchase this tile down here. Now, this would be a good candidate for a wall chop. So this would be 91 production. If I put this into the ancient walls, it would be 91 multiplied by 2. So that would be 180 production. So I would get 100 production from this chop rather than 91. So it's a small boost. So that should bring this down to like 20 turns. And it'll also finish ancient walls, which is quite nice. Yeah, 18 turns left. And then I'll want you to go to there. I'm going to wait a turn on this settler because I want to purchase this tile and then chop. And if I settle this city right now, I won't be able to give this tile to this city because it'll be within the first ring of this city. So I'm going to hold on with this settler for a little bit. This builder has 2 builder charges left. And I think I would like to get that T online, which means I need to get irrigation up. Now I am going for apprenticeship, so I'm going to go horseback riding into irrigation and then apprenticeship. And then I'm going to get you, I think, to run up here and get this amber, or get the T. And we'll go to the next turn. But actually first, I would like to faith purchase a settler. Because I can't use my faith for builders right now, so it's just sitting there. So if you're settling here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I want a city in and around here. Then I'm thinking like right there. I mean, I could fit extras, but I think I want to go fairly light on my cities. Like wide. I want to go fairly wide because I don't have a lot of fresh water, so I can't go very tall. And then I'm thinking like one city maybe up here. So I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, then to here. This gives the city plenty of room to play with. So right there seems like a reasonable spot, and then I can maybe fit 2 cities up here in the tundra. So, right, we have a builder over here. I would love to improve that pasture, but, you know, it's just not the way the game is letting me play. Now, I definitely think this is the better spot for this. So we're just going to wait a turn here with this guy. So there's horseback riding, and we're going to move you there. We're going to shoot this guy, and then we'll clean this out next turn. So I'll finish the granary up here. Are we going to do a wall chop up here? It's possible. So I want you to get into this forest. I would like to purchase this forest. How much is it? It's 140. So I need to sell something for a bit of gold here if I want to be efficient with my time. How would you... You don't have any money. France is denouncing me. Japan. Would you like to be friends? What about Spain? Would you like to be friends? Ah, excellent. Okay, so we've got 2 friends. Japan has a decent amount of gold. And actually, I have a couple of luxuries that he does not. Okay. Oh, you want to buy some horses, actually. That's a really great deal. So you give me 7 gold per turn, plus this little bit of gold. How would you like to buy some amber as well? Would you give me a bit of gold on top? Maybe like 280? Would you give me like 280 gold? 280? Maybe like 260? Maybe like 250? Maybe like 240? Maybe like 230? 230 gold plus 7 gold per turn for amber and horses. Deal. And then that'll let me purchase this tile right here. Now, I don't have any more multipliers for this, but, you know, we can still chop it in and take 8 turns off of the Petra. So now we're going to get Petra in 10 turns rather than the 40 or so it was going to take us. So that's pretty good. Looking forward to that. Let's see. Choose production over here. We just got the granary. We have... Do I want to get an aqueduct? I want to get an aqueduct, but not in this city, because these are just not really great tiles for an aqueduct. I'd like to get an aqueduct because I want to get the boost for military engineering. So do I just sacrifice this tile here? Or do I sacrifice this tile? I have to get rid of a bonus resource. Which one is going to do me more? Well, the stone could be chopped. So can this. This is giving me a lot of growth. This city is going to struggle a little bit with growth, although I do have mequaps to kind of make up for some growth. I don't know. It's a hard one here. It's a hard choice. I think I'm going to get rid of the stone. No. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a builder, and I'm going to chop the stone before I get rid of it. With an ancient wall chop into an aqueduct. I know I said I wouldn't faith purchase any more builders until I had feudalism. I lied. I lied. Clearly I lied. Because I just did that thing. I just did the thing that I said I would not do. Okay, you guys come up here to deal with these barbarians. So now I can settle the city, now that that woods has been chopped. We could do with a mine up on this tile. And now a couple of people were questioning. So a couple of people were questioning, why did I put this holy site on a tile that would be a really, really, really good Petra tile? When I was planning on building Petra, and it only gives me 2 faith when I was already getting 2 faith from the tile. So by putting the holy site here, I'm not gonna have the population to work this tile for a very long time. Nor is it going to have any food or production on it for a very, very long time. So I made the decision to crush the +1 gold and +2 faith to get +2 faith adjacency on my holy site. And that way I'm getting the faith without having to use a citizen. So I just invest a little bit of production and I get the faith of a value of a shrine. So so I would really like a granary in the city. I need to make a decision about which district I'm going to place. If I were to put, I think a commercial hub here wouldn't be too terrible because that would give me the ability to then put a harbor over here. And I think coastal cities are really good for generating gold and not much else. So I think that's what I'm going to focus them on. So I think I will place down the commercial hub, but I'm not going to build it for now. I'm going to get to work on a granary because I just want a little bit of growth. That's really important infrastructure. Now, as for you, I want you to improve this pasture. Now, the pasture tile isn't very good, but what it does do is give us a tiny piece of housing that we can exploit. Now, is it worth it to put a mequap here? You know, possibly. It doesn't do a huge amount, but it would add +1 production. I don't think it's really worth it. I think I would be better off clearing this and then putting a mequap on that. Yeah, I think that would be better use of my 2 build charges. And you need to wait 2 more turns to be able to improve that. Well, actually, I already had a builder over here. I don't know why I faith purchased another one. I guess I'm just silly. Not that anyone is surprised by that. Mistake. I make a plenty of mistakes. So let's fight there. Let's go here and go here. We have Mikisui Wasik. I don't know how to say that. Now, we could go for the stupa. That would get me more faith that I could purchase more builders with and stuff like that. I could also go for the government plaza. I think it is reasonable. If I'm going to be building a bunch more settlers, I think it might be worth it to go for the thing. Although I was planning on going for the governor one. But I think, how many more settlers am I going to be getting? Is the real question. Wait a minute. Didn't I have a settler heading out here? Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Okay, whew. How many more settlers am I going to be getting? Like, that's a question I have to answer. There's 1 going here. There's possibly 2 more up here. And there's like 3. Okay, collect a barb camp. Very nice. And then there's like maybe 3 in here. So we're going to be getting like a few more settlers. I think I'm just going to go for something different. Yeah, I think I might go for the settler boost. Okay, granary has been completed down here in Pasqua Ashkick. We got our granary. Do we want to build our commercial hub or do we want to get to work on another wonder? We could go for the other trader. I think getting another trader would be good, and I'm actually going to faith purchase that trader and then move it around. What I would maybe like to do, I would like to get a little bit more culture, because that would expand my borders a little bit quicker. More importantly, it would also get me stuff like civics a little bit quicker as well. So, is that what I want to do? Do I want to work on the commercial hub? Well, I guess the earlier I get the commercial hub, the sooner I get another trade route, and I also get some gold out of that, so that could be quite good. Alternatively, I could set up for a wall chop in this city, and I think I will set up for the wall chop. I'm set up for the wall chop over here, almost. Keep heading down this way. You keep heading this way. You move up this way. You're already out of moves. You're already out of moves. And you want to build... What? You've got 2 build charges for me. Do you want to build in the capital? Does the capital need any improvements? Not really. Not really many options here for this guy to do. I guess I could send you over to Quackatoos. Yeah, I do want you to improve that. So I'm going to send you over here to the left. We'll go on to the next turn. You know, a lot of people say that they're a big fan of the CQUI mod. I was never really a big fan of the CQUI. I don't know, it felt really bloated in its features, and it was, I'm very much a fan of simplicity, and the CQUI did not feel like it was a simple project. It felt like the antithesis of a simple project. It felt bloated and overly complicated to me, but, you know, maybe that's just my feelings on the matter. So, we're clearing out these barbs. It's going well. Let's keep scouting around here. Alright, so we want to head now back down to the bottom left. We're going to wait on this. We're going to improve that T. We're going to build a mine here. There we go. We got 7 turns until the Petra. That's good, 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 good. You are coming down here. I think I will put the Mequap here. Now, technically... It does get that +1 gold, and it makes that into a pretty decent little tile, actually, and it gives the housing, which is also quite nice. Now, let's talk about what is the most efficient way for me to get trade on the go here. I'm thinking from this city to one of my other cities would be a good one, especially if once I get this city in here settled. So I'm going to transfer you over to this city, and then I'm going to move you up onto here, because I want to claim as many tiles as possible. Now, I could be sending trade routes internationally if I wanted to capture tiles from my enemies and stuff like that. So that might be might be worth doing. Now, we do want to keep a scouting eye out for any more barb camps that appear, because they will keep appearing throughout the game because we don't have full clearance. Now, we're going to clear out this marsh. That'll give me a little bit of population, and then we're going to put a Mequap down here. We'll go into the next turn. So you would like to buy some horses from me and get open borders. That seems like a reasonable trade to me. I'll take that trade. Okay, we took a hit here, so I'm going to move my archers forward to shoot him, because I want to use my ranged attacks as much as possible to reduce the amount of damage I take on my melee units. I'm going to use my higher health swordsman to kill this guy, and then I'm going to get you to heal up, and then we'll push the barb camp once these guys are healed. And so, yeah, I want to kind of trade this way, if possible. So this works really good for me. Now, I think we were going to here. Yeah, I think that's the place we were going. And so if I trade this way, this will claim a bunch of tiles for my city. So I'm going to trade with the capital. That's what I want to use my traders for, is to expand my borders as much as possible. And then I'm going to use you on this copper mine, I think. That's a reasonable thing to do, especially since we're getting apprenticeship. It's a good time to start getting mines up, because those mines are going to be really high value soon. Let's go ahead and send you down this way. You're still kind of making your way down this way. Oh no! How close are you to finishing? You're nowhere near as close as I am, but you are building the Petra. I've got 6 turns left. How could I get more production? Whew. I'm working all the highest production tiles I really have in here. I mean, I guess I could get a trader in here. I don't see a way for me to get more production. I do think culture from pastures would have been an okay move, but I just don't think it really suited the kind of game. I just wanted to try, you know, harvesting. I guess the harvesting pantheon maybe wasn't the best choice, but I think I've gotten good value out of it. I do want to look for stuff to harvest now. Once I'm finished, well, I guess I actually don't need Magnus over here. I'm going to move him over to Mistawis because I want to start using all these chops to generate a bunch of culture. So I think let's grab Magnus and let's reassign him over to Mistawasis. And then I'm actually going to send this builder charge over, unless I have another chop nearby. No, there's no more chops for production at least. So I'm going to send this builder over here to help out. I'm going to stick down a Meekwap. And that'll give me a little bit of gold, a little bit of food, and a little bit of production, which is awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to harvest this as well. So 11 turns until you grow. That's quite the while. You also have a single build charge left. I'm going to send you over here to Mistawis. I'm going to put you into alert. You're going to fog bust over here for me. Unit needs orders. Let's come over here to the left. Unit needs orders. You're going to come over to the left as well. Oh, I guess I went the weird way. I'm going to get you to heal up. I'm going to move my 2 archers forward here towards the barb camp so I can start getting damage on it. I think now is a reasonable-ish time to chop here. That would let me get the aqueduct started because I'm not too far away from doing military engineering. That will get me the aqueduct in 1 turn. Mainly getting that for the boost. We're going to do unit needs orders over here. I don't think I want to build a Meekwap here because I think I'm heading you up over here to Misto. Ah, another barb camp has appeared. Where though? I've been scouted, but I don't see the barb camp. I don't see it, but I've been scouted, so that's worrying. It might be what was over here. Okay, aqueduct has been completed here in a single turn. I think I could go for the Oracle. I'm not going to. Now, the Jebel Barkal, on the other hand, that could be a really good one. I would use up one of my Petra Hills, but it's a 74 turn wonder. But it would also give me like 12 faith per turn, which is not insignificant, but I think it would take way too long to build. I would maybe consider building it in this city. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go get to work on the commercial hub. Yeah, let's just do that. Building a settler would take way too long in here. Let's go ahead and improve the olives. That's going to net me a decent chunk of gold and food and production and all that good stuff over the course of the game. I think a granary wouldn't be terrible. I think also getting a holy site wouldn't, like actually finishing the holy site wouldn't be terrible. I think I'm going to get the granary. I want to grow as much as possible because I want to just get yields. And then I can transition that into other stuff. I feel like the Cree are just really good at growing, so I think you should play to the strengths of your civilization. So I'm going to settle here. We have 3 more cities than the next largest civilization, so that's a lot of cities. That's a hell of a lot of cities that we've got. We've got room for like more, lots more, like at least, like we could potentially fit a city up here. Probably wouldn't be worth our while, but we could fit a city up here, a city up here, a city here, a city here, and a city here. So that's like 5 to 6 cities left to settle, which is, goddamn, it's a lot. It's a lot of cities. So here's Mascatu. I do want to get a builder in here, but I'm waiting for feudalism. So I think I'm just going to casually place down a granary. Now this would be the best city to get the Colosseum in, because I could hit like a lot of different cities with this city. Although it might be good to get it over here. Although I don't even know if you have room for that. So you know, that's a whole different thing. I don't know. We'll work on it. We'll make a decision at some point. So let's get some of these Meekwaps up, because those are going to help us grow. Yeah, look at that. We've got 10 housing in here. That's a hell of a lot. And we've got really strong growth as well. We've got 6 food surplus. 6 is a lot. 6 is a lot of food surplus, like, in all honesty, considering it's a 3 pop city and it's got 6 food surplus. That's crazy. That's crazy good. If I were to chop here, what would I use that production for? Yeah, I think I will chop here, and I'll use that production to get a monument, and that'll help this, you know, city just do a little bit better over time. Open borders if she wants to buy my olives. That seems like actually a reasonable deal. I think that's a pretty fair deal. Unit needs orders. Let's move here. Unit needs orders. So I think I will get the amber online, because that'll mean I can trade it away to somebody, maybe even Japan. No, they don't want it. What about America? Yeah, you already have amber. Maybe Korea would like amber? No, they don't want it. They only pay me a very small amount. Oh, I'll keep it for myself. The spearmen in that camp. So I'm thinking a Mequap right here. Very nice. Good, 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 good. And then I think I will get the pasture up. We'll go to the next turn. Sounded like something just spawned. You make your way up here. We just got the government plaza. So the question is, so we have a couple of choices here. I think as the Cree, we're not going to have too much problem getting extra pop. So I don't think I need to go for the audience chamber here. I think I can actually make do with going for the ancestral hall and then building a bunch of settlers with the 100% production rather than just the 50%. So I think this is one of the few games where actually going for ancestral hall makes sense, in my opinion. Usually it doesn't, based on my experience. So let's go ahead for... we might chop out settlers, so I'm considering going for provision. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Let's go ahead and scout over this way. Make sure we reveal as much terrain as possible. We have 1 build charge left. Now that's actually a reasonable Mequap location. It's got a bunch of things adjacent to it. Wait 1 more turn for Magnus. We'll go to the next turn. I'm not sure what I would put into the next civilization pack. I'm just more interested in seeing what they come up with. Let's have a look at this Petra. Yeah, our Petra is way further along, so I'm pretty sure we're going to secure this. Although if I get 1 turn, you know, it's Alt F4 time. We just finished the encampment over here, so now I'm feeling very, very secure. I've got 2 encampments plus 2 cities with bombard, so I shouldn't be worrying about anything that Korea is going to send through here. What I might go for here is another district, and I think I could get, like, for example, commercial hub here. That would give me a really good gold generation, but it would also give me a really good destination trade route for my internal trade routes for getting production. So I think I will go for the commercial hub here to get the extra gold. All that kind of good stuff. Let's go ahead and send you down this way. Okay, and you're going to move up to the left. You're moving up this way as well. Let's shoot here. Let's run up this way to clear this out. Let's scan for any more of these. No, it doesn't look like there's any more, but I'm going to have you kind of come back here to Avignon and just chill out there. Okay, so you've improved a decent number of tiles. I think it wouldn't be unreasonable to go improve that pasture as well. Okay, now we can start doing chopping. So do I think it's worth it to chop this stone? I definitely think it's worth it to chop the forest, so I'm going to do that first. Plus I get faith from that, which is really nice, which means I can faith purchase settlers if I so choose. I think I will faith purchase another settler, particularly in this city, because that's where Magnus is, and he has the promotion that prevents my settlers taking up thing room. I'm thinking of settling on this hill, although there's a lot of tiles over here that I could claim if I were to settle right here, but this is a really good meat map, and I kind of want to keep that alive. So what if I just settle here, on this hill? Yeah, I think on the hill is reasonable. It's like totally acceptable to settle here on this hill. Captures a bunch of tiles. I would like to put down another district, but I really need to get my hands on more builder charges over here. So I'm going to wait a couple of turns for feudalism. Let's just grab a monument. I think getting a monument is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Unit needs orders over here. Now, I think a Mequap is totally fine here, particularly because I'm going to be putting this tile in this city. Because it's just better over here, especially once I get the Petra up. So there's the Petra, plus 2 food, plus 2 gold, and plus 1 production in all desert tiles. So that makes the city really great. Really fantastic. Especially since I can build like Mequaps on some of these tiles. I'm considering putting a Mequap here rather than leaving that as a raw desert, because I could put a farmer or a district here. I think this would be better as the Mequap. Even if it's... oh, well, this is technically a better Mequap. There's actually a decent Mequap right here as well. I think I want to optimize for good Mequaps rather than anything else, so let's do it. So Petra has been completed. I think, again, this is an era where I can make a lot of use out of faith, so getting more faith is going to be really, really nice. So I think pushing for these temples, especially since I have a belief that provides extra benefits from my temples, pushing for temples I think is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. I may actually even consider evangelizing here, depending on what beliefs are available. Defender of the Faith is gone, but I mean there's the potential for a few good ones here, so I might actually go and evangelize my religion, which I wouldn't normally do. It's pretty expensive, so I might wait until later though. But yeah, we got the Petra, we got the pyramids and the Petra. Those are actually two of my favorite wonders to get, so I'm really happy that we got them. Okay. Let's move you up to the north. Let's clean that up. Okay, you can come back now. We'll go to the next turn. I do need to build more units, or at the very least, sort of upgrade these units into higher level units. So let's put down the pasture and we'll lock that in. Okay, excellent. That's going to give us a lot of food and production. We'll go to the next turn.
There is no easy way to train an apprentice.
So there's apprenticeship.
In democracy, it's your vote that counts.
And most importantly, now we can start faith purchasing builders, because we have the serfdom policy and we have a city with Liang. So right now, in a normal game, we would be getting 5 build charges on our builders. But because we have the pyramids and Liang in this city, when we faith purchase builders from this city, we're going to be getting 7 build charges on our builders, which is crazy good value. I'm expending, you know, 90 production right now to get 7 build charges, when normally I would be getting 5. So that just makes it so much more efficient. Now, I would like to get Celestial Navigation up. I think I'd like to improve a crab before I do that. Do I have a builder charge laying around somewhere? No, I guess I just used that up, didn't I? Yeah, I think one of the things I was thinking about, actually, while I was thinking about this series and this episode, you know, Rise and Fall, and not only that, but pretty much every patch since release has increased the value of religion, like, a significant amount. I think one of the first patches was like a religious rebalance, and then there was the religious combat revamp, and now on Rise and Fall there's some other stuff, and then we got new civilizations that deal with religion. So I feel like religion is slowly becoming really, really, really powerful, and I'm really hesitant. When I was playing the base game of Civilization back at launch, I almost didn't care about religion unless I was specifically going for a religion victory. But now I feel like religion is extremely relevant in every game that you play, just because if you get a golden age in that sort of classical medieval Renaissance era, you can faith purchase builders and just go nuts with your development. So it's really, really powerful to go for a religion. And, you know, just getting the other benefits on top of that now with stuff like loyalty and all that kind of stuff, it's really, really good. So we got feudalism. We kind of want to think about what our tier 2 government is going to be. We're very wide. We're very, very, very wide. Theocracy couldn't be bad. I think monarchy is actually better for really wide empires because of the +1 housing per level of walls, but that would kind of push us towards a culture game, and I'm not really doing much in terms of culture. I could do more in terms of culture, because only 2 of the great writers have gone to France. Like I could switch to a culture game right now. But I've done a lot of culture games, so I'm going to kind of, you know, debate about that with myself for a while and think about that. I'll see what you guys think in the comments, whether or not we should go, because this is kind of the point where we need to kind of make a decision. Are we going to go for culture? Are we going to go for science? Are we going to go for domination? Because I have such a huge empire that I can pretty much, you know, turn the dial and activate, you know, whichever victory type I feel like. We could even go for a religion victory in this position. You know, we could go for any victory type we want in this sort of a game position. We've just got so many cities, so much land, so much potential that we can go for pretty much any of them. Again, also, because we're playing the Cree, we don't really have a bonus towards a specific victory type. We just have really good bonuses towards growth and housing and production. So we can kind of go for whatever we want. It's kind of wide open for us. You know, now I think our weakest victory type would be a our weakest type would be a science victory, because we really don't have a lot of mountains in our empire or good campus locations, so we're going to struggle to generate enough science to really kind of beat Korea to the punch. I think our best bet would be either tourism, domination, or religion, and I think religion would be maybe slightly lower on that list. I do have really good potential for religion because 2 of my neighbors don't have their own religions. France and America don't have a religion, which would mean I just have to defeat Korea, Japan, and Spain in religion, and then I would win the game. And that wouldn't be too hard, actually. So I think there's a few ways we could go about this. But yeah, I'm kind of like just, you know, this episode is more or less over, so I just thought I would give you my thoughts on the victory types so that you guys have time to respond in the comments or in chat or all that sort of stuff to let me know what kind of game would you like to see here. I've kind of spent most of my time just kind of developing my empire sort of ambiguously, just getting a lot of production, a lot of growth, getting a really good Petra city, for example, a lot of builder charges, all that sort of stuff. And now we're sort of hitting a point where we need to make a decision about the victory type, so just let me know what you would like to see me do. Now that's going to be it for now. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that though, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.